Hi, my name is Natalie Stepien. I'm a senior at Warren County High School, and today I'm going to give my tribute speech. But before I start, I just want to introduce my audience.
1,
2, 3,
4,
5.
Okay, so for my tribute speech, I decided to talk about Dolly Parton. And just hearing that name, I'm sure you have an image in your head of the woman that she is. And I decided to do my speech over her because I think she's an influential person, especially living here in Tennessee. We've been able to see the impact that she's had on this community. And another reason I decided to do my speech over her is because I think she's truly deserving of all the recognition that she's getting, all of her fame. She's hardworking, kind, generous, and so many other great things. And today I want to start talking about 4 main things about her, and that would be her early life and her upbringing, her music career, the creation of Dollywood, and her charity work. So I'm going to start with her life story. And when you think about Dolly, you probably think about her glamorous lifestyle, her hair, her makeup, her performances, her outfits, but this was definitely not always the case for her. She actually grew up in poverty, and she was one of 12 children in her family. So this was a really hard time for her, but she didn't let it get to her. This is where she had so many life lessons and experiences that shaped her into the woman that she is today. And this is where she actually found her love for music. Her mom was constantly performing, singing songs, playing instruments, and Dolly took inspiration from her mom to pursue music. And you could just tell it came super naturally to her. She loved what she was doing, and she really just did what she loved. And it was obvious that she was gifted. And after finding her love for music, things really started to look up for her. At the age of 10, she started performing professionally. And at the age of 13, she had her first performance at the Grand Ole Opry. And soon after her high school graduation, she moved to Nashville, and it didn't take long for her to be discovered at all. And soon she started performing as a duo on the Porter Wagoner Show. And then after a couple of years of that, she really wanted to pursue a solo career. And so she did. And this is where she made her iconic songs like Joshua, Jolene, 9 to 5, so many of her iconic songs that you probably know. And then besides her music career, Dolly wanted to focus on doing something completely different, and this was creating Dollywood. So when you think about Dollywood, I'm sure you think of the just attraction as a whole, the rides, the food, anything like that. But it was so much, and still is so much deeper than that to Dolly. From a young age, she decided that if she were to make it big and become famous, she wanted to give back to her community, specifically Tennessee, in a really big way. And Dollywood was the perfect opportunity for this. She decided to create Dollywood with the intent to create jobs and to create a big thing for Tennessee that she had never had growing up. She grew up in Sevierville, Tennessee, and she remembers the best thing that happened every year was the fair, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. So creating Dollywood is something for Tennessee that we had never had before, and she just really wanted to contribute to Tennessee with a huge attraction that had never been done before. And along with her contribution to Tennessee, she's contributed in so many other ways. She is known for being a humanitarian, just being a really good, genuine person. And she has done so much charity work in her lifetime. One of these would be donating $1 million to Vanderbilt for the COVID-19 research. And she's been known for being an advocate for COVID safety, getting the vaccine, just keeping people healthy. And she also started the Imagination Library, which is a program that gives free books to children all over the world. Another thing she started is the Buddy program. And it's in Sevierville, and it's 2 middle school students who make a pact to graduate high school, and if they do it, they both get $500. And then, of course, in Dollywood, there is the Eagle Mountain Sanctuary, which is a place for eagles who can't be released into the wild, so they're taken care of there. And then, again, in Sevierville, Tennessee, there is the Dolly Parton Scholarship, which is given to 5 seniors, and it's worth $15,000. And you could spend hours researching her contributions to charity. She's just a generous, just really nice woman. And like I said earlier, she hasn't always lived this glamorous life, but now that she does, she makes sure to contribute in any way she can. And I'm really honored to be able to give my speech on her. Thank you, and I'm gonna introduce my audience one more time.
1,
2, 3,
4,
5.